Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Class of Heroes 2G Remaster Edition. We, last episode, started exploring the Gate of Darkness and got through the first 3 maps. Still have, I believe, 7 maps to go. And let's see, how is our map percentage doing? Up to 94.37. We'll see if we get up to 100% once we've 100%ed this dungeon. I spent most of last episode delving into a deeper critique of the story of this game, which in some ways is a little unfair, because my critiques are critiquing it as though it is a game that is trying to have a deep lore and backstory and well thought out plot. Oh, we know about these god dragons. Let's just... when there's only 2, Blazing Fist feels like a waste, so let's try Impenetrable Wall at least. Help with that. But Class of Heroes, both games... Oh, okay, Olive is petrified. That's not so great. Both games are not really overly concerned with having a deep story, and they don't take themselves very seriously at all. I hate these things. I truly hate these things. That's garbage. What just happened is garbage. Come on. Multi one-hit kills from a random enemy, really now? Lame. Not a fan of the young god dragons, really not. Fix the formation. Nope, it's not okay. I messed it up. There we go. There. But the Class of Heroes games are really just very lighthearted, don't take themselves all that seriously. They're just trying to be fun first-person dungeon crawlers, and despite their various rough-around-the-edges gameplay flaws, they succeed very well at being fun first-person grid-based dungeon crawlers with likable, quirky characters, so they succeed very well at what they try to do. But if anything, the fact that I get into a little bit of plot critiquing is actually kind of a compliment, because it means they do a good enough job of showing just enough interesting plot that it piques my interest and gets my mind into, oh, I want to know more about this interesting story and setting mode. It's almost like I see untapped potential. It's like I said, it's actually kind of a compliment. There's enough interesting story and lore there that it makes me want more. But because that's not really what the games are about or what they're trying to do, that more just isn't there. But ultimately, it doesn't detract from what the games are trying to be. And they succeed at being what they're trying to be, and that's the important thing. Oh, you leaving, cat? She was briefly in my lap, happy and purring. But as usual, once I started playing and commentating, she decided to leave. Wonder what it is about... Wonder if it's the playing or the commentating that she doesn't like, that makes her leave. I'm not sure. I think it might be the commentating, because she seems more willing to stick around if I'm playing a game without commentating. But anyway, I spent so much time in story critiquing mode, I didn't say that much about the Gate of Darkness. I am surprised by it so far. If anything, possibly in a good way. This being a post-game dungeon. Kind of like the ultimate optional super dungeon. I was kind of expecting it to really pull out all the stops in terms of evil dungeon design. And have all kinds of mean gimmicks and incredibly complex layouts and generally just be extremely challenging to even navigate. And was kind of expecting it to have super difficult enemies on top of that. Like, you know, just the ultimate death dungeon that is incredibly threatening in every way. And instead, the layouts have been pretty basic so far. I mean, you know, oh god, not these again. Let's just run. Screw these things. Hate them. Bye. But they're still fun to navigate. And, you know, there's the whole little gimmick where you have to kind of run around unlocking the magic keys here and there. But still, I mean, and have there been really any traps? A couple random teleporters here and there, but yeah, like no shock tiles or shock walls, no dark zones, no spinners. But I don't mean that in a bad way at all, because it is... I'm actually having a lot of fun navigating them. And if anything, I'm almost kind of pleasantly surprised that it's not trying to be the ultimate impossible death dungeon. It's making it more pleasant and relaxing. The enemies, for the most part, have been very reasonable, the young god dragons aside. I don't know how to make the snapped Murasame into something. It sounds like it's probably a very good weapon, but I cannot find it in my synthesis guides. Yeah, so far Gate of Darkness is quite a bit of a more relaxing run than I thought. And that's not a bad thing. Because if it was this incredibly deadly, insanely hard to navigate dungeon with extremely powerful monsters everywhere, then it would be super high effort to get through and probably take a long time. And as much as I'm enjoying this game, I am starting to reach the point where I'm getting close to feeling ready to be done and move on to the next thing. So it's not a bad thing that I get to relax a little exploring this final dungeon. And not have to go into super high effort mode and take forever to get through it. So I'm enjoying it, even as it's proving to be definitely not as intense as I'd have expected for the final optional dungeon of the game. At least I assume it's the final optional dungeon of the game, but who knows? Maybe we'll unlock yet another one. Could happen. How much money are we up to anyway? Not even 1 million yet. I suspect the other 3 labyrinths might be better for grinding for money, especially floor 3 of the Judgment. Okay, my cat's back. Floor 3 of the Judgment Labyrinth with the pumpkin heads. The amount of experience and money we got there was insane. So if I want to grind, that seems like it might be the optimal place. Okay, another of the Guardians. Swordbreaker Plus. Bring it on. Oh, Aisha nearly died. Okay, so it counterattacks. Maybe you should defend for this turn then, Aisha. Really going for Aisha, isn't it? Now that was some solid damage, though. This thing has good evasion. And Grum does not have the mana points to give us accuracy, unfortunately. We got it. That one was a little tough. It had enough hit points to survive a few rounds of my insane onslaughts, and it hit like a truck. Pretty good level for Seraphi, and importantly, she got her mana points back. That is not how you spell bracelet, guys. That is not. But what is an Athena bracelet, then? Is it good? Who can wear it is another question. Okay, I guess it's a fighter thing, or warrior thing. Yeah, it looks like swordsmen, gunners, whatever the Bahamut class is, I forget, Fallen Celestians. I think Berserker is what the crossed axe is. I think that's a dwarf specialty class. But anyway, yeah, it's warrior type classes that can wear it. Looks okay. 3 -1, 3, no special effects. I mean, there's nothing that special about it, really. But it is a strict upgrade for Wheeler. And Candy. And Grum. I think I'm going to give it to Wheeler. Alright, but as usual, we'll 100%, which I think we were close to having done anyway. We're not really gaining a huge amount of XP and G so far from the Gate of Darkness, like I was thinking we might. So I don't know if we're really going to power up enough to be able to handle those optional super bosses. Oh, have we 100%ed it? I should have checked that. We have. I think I wasted the MP for that teleport, but whatever. But while I'm not willing to do a huge amount of grinding to face those guys, as I've discussed multiple times on my LPs, I hate lots of grinding. And also I want to do other things on my vacation. And this game is already taking a gigantic chunk of it. I'm willing to do a little bit of grinding. So if necessary, I might go to floor 3. Olive and that adorable level up smile. I might go to floor 3 of the Judgment Labyrinth, where I think I can grind really, really efficiently, especially for G. But for XP too, as long as I save scum in between fights. To get, you know, some more levels to give it a try. And I might just try a few different strategies and see if RNG can just be on our side, because I suspect RNG is going to be a fairly major factor in those fights. I think it might be a fight where even if you have a very strong party, you also kind of have to get lucky. So between a little bit of grinding, maybe an hour or 2, trying up some different strategies and just doing the fights a few times and hoping for good luck is about the amount of effort that I'll put in. Oh god. Well, we do have initiative, though. We do have initiative. So let's do what we can. Okay, great. Got him. And I think there is a chance that level of effort might be enough. I'll try fighting one young god dragon. Just one. Wow, the damage. The damage is real. Man, Rote's sword is an insane weapon. It's so good. I think there's a pretty good chance that level of effort will be enough to defeat them. But, as I said, if it's not, and if the only way is hours and hours and hours of grinding, then apologies in advance, but it's very unlikely to happen. We'll see. Let's not come to any conclusions prematurely. All we know is that our first attempt, we got face rolled. But that wasn't really that surprising. Candy's been getting wrecked lately. Oof. These Night Sabers are no joke either. Yeesh. Huh. I'm back at where I came up. Okay. Momentary, unnecessary confusion. I just went in a circle. Okay, now my cat doesn't seem to mind that I'm playing and commentating. She's back on my lap, purring. Okay, never mind. Now, as soon as I say that, she leaves. Literally the instant I say that, she decides to leave. Who can fathom the mind of a cat? Nobody. French toast. Delicious. Oof. Let's just run. Those young god dragons are just too annoying to deal with. Let's see how much experience we get from them. See if it makes a Blazing Fist worth it. Not bad. Good gold, too. That may actually be worth it. Not every really tough enemy is worth fighting. But that was a pretty respectable amount of XP and G. So that may be worth the affinity that it costs to do that. Longinus. Lance of Longinus being, it is said, the lance that pierced the side of Christ. I think that Longinus was is said to be the name of the Roman centurion or whatever who stabbed him in the ribs as he hung on the cross, which is relevant because Japanese properties really like using the Lance of Longinus as a super powerful lance-type weapon, which means we potentially just got synthesis material for an incredibly good weapon, maybe. I think maybe one of the most... Okay. One of the most famous instances of the Lance of Longinus appearing in a Japanese property was in Neon Genesis Evangelion, which I saw the original. I believe it was completely remade. I've not seen the remade version. The original was okay. I feel like a lot of people either really, really hate Evangelion or really, really like it. But I'm kind of more in the middle. I think it was, like I said, okay, but not amazing. It was kind of an interesting story. Bordered on being a little too weird for me, though. Weirdness is a very... let's just run from this group. Intangible thing that can be hard to quantify or even describe. But there is definitely, to me... such a thing as a story just becoming too strange. Just so far out there that I lose the ability to relate to anything that's happening. And Evangelion wasn't quite there, but it really flirted with that line. Alright, I think we have fought 3 Guardians so far, plus versions, so this was presumably the... There were 5 total, right? Because there were 5 Dragon Orbs. Was there a Guardian for the 5th one? I know that the first 4 had Guardians. I don't remember if the 5th did. This wasn't even one of the Guardians, was it? I don't think so. Ooh, level 40. These are getting pretty high up there. Can we handle this? Can we handle this? Okay, we didn't die at least. It penetrated the barrier like it was nothing. So that doesn't bode well. It counterattacks too. Okay. Oh, geez, she missed like crazy. That was not good. She's our heaviest hitter. This guy's tough. Actually, considering how much Candy missed, I kind of need you to stack more accuracy. I would love to have Seraphi cure the fear, but I need her healing. You defend this turn, Aisha. Okay, alright, that was a good turn for us. Now go ahead and cure that fear. Oh, wow, Seraphi's down. Wow, Candy's... Oh, it's because she can't reach with Ruote's sword from back there. That sucks. Oh no, that's why. That's why her damage sucks. We may fail this because... Okay, Candy is back on the front line, so that's good. Seraphi being down is a big problem, because she is our reser, so... What have I got to raise her? I have a lot of stuff that can raise. No effect in combat. Well, that's useless then. Also useless. That one doesn't say no effect in combat, but it also doesn't restore death. I don't think any of my stuff restores death in combat. So that's it. We're down our healer. That sucks. Alright, Candy, I need you to flip and do damage, okay? That's better. Candy getting feared on turn 1 was real bad. That is a lot of what made that fight suck so much. Because then Ruote's sword wouldn't reach, and that is our big damage dealer. Good level for Wheeler. Good level for Candy. What the heck is a Mobius chain? Huh, I didn't think it would be a weapon. Is it like a whip? It's not usable by warrior types. It is usable by rangers and puppeteers. One-handed. It's for up to 550 damage. Defense 4, accuracy 3, evasion 3, regeneration, magic special resistance plus, can petrify. It's a really nice piece of kit. That's a good item. Let us res our reser. Archangel Tears, I guess. Doesn't restore hit points, unfortunately. How messed up is everybody? Not really at all. It's just Seraphi and Aisha. Fix the formation. Now about that Mobius, whatever it was called. Chain, Mobius chain. Might the Mobius chain plus the Jormungandr be more powerful than the Skybow? The two of those together. So the Jormungandr does up to 515, and the Mobius chain is up to 550. That's better than the Dark Orochi, which also has the downside of doing its damage by attacking a very large number of times, which is actually not what you want. One giant hit is better. Let's try the Mobius chain and the Jormungandr and see if that combination is better than the Skybow. Okay, that was a rough fight, but we got through it, thankfully. We'll save that, because we also got some good level ups. And, alright, we're nearly done with this floor. Let's focus down the young god dragon, although Candy will not be able to reach it with Ruote's sword. The only downside of Ruote's sword, it's short range. Well, let's put up the impenetrable wall. We're gonna fight something with the young god dragon. Can you reach it with both of your weapons, Aisha? We'll find out. Nope, nope. Okay, we're good. Group petrification is pretty nasty. Alright, that was fine, except we didn't kill anything. Got it. We're good now. That damage felt incredibly underwhelming. Is the bow still way better than the double whips, or was it because of the target? Because I feel like those sources might be super physical resistance, so that might not have been a good demonstration. Ring of Mary. I don't like that -6, though. Also, who can wear it? Is it even... Well, yeah, it's got -6. It has to be finished equipment. Oh, my inventory's full. That happened awfully abruptly. Oh, it's... Okay, it's a helmet. Well, that explains some things. With that -6, it's not going to be very good. I feel like I should leave if my inventory's full. Let me just find something I can drop or use. Fried chicken, grum, French toast. You can eat that too. Enjoy. Well, something obviously worthless I can drop. Iron junk. We're going to head back in a moment, but I just want a few free slots so I can finish 100%ing this floor before we head back. Alright, what was I missing? This. Oh. That's surprising. Oh, the magic key must be in there. Yep. One we should be able to handle. 152 and then 28, that's it? Huh. Aisha's just not good with those whips, I guess. Stick with the bow. Maybe it's because the whips use strength and the bow uses agi? Could that be why? That would explain it, if that's the case. Anyway, the bow is just enormously superior on her. And the other characters can't use the whips. Except for Olive, she can. I wonder if they're better for her than the doll, the mechanical doll. The mechanical doll will do up to like 560. And that will do 550 by itself. And then you add the Jormungandr and it's like another 515. Purely in theory, they should be better. Again, it doesn't matter much. She's going to be putting up the magic wall almost all the time anyway. But I'm curious. I want to see what kind of damage she might be able to do. If we fight something where I don't desperately need her to put the wall up. I feel like the Night Sabers often breach the wall anyway. Let's try having Olive attack here. That's what I get. That's what I get. Hate it. Hate that. Also, her damage is not good with them either. That is such garbage. I hate it. Level Drain is just a garbage mechanic. It's awful. There's no excuse for it. That's what I get. I just want to experiment to see what kind of damage Olive does with whips, and I get frickin' level drained. Kind of pisses me off a bit. Oh well. First world problems. Irritating, though. God, that's such... Pardon my French, that's bullshit, though. Seriously, what just happened is bullshit. And you know I'm annoyed because I rarely curse on my channel. It's just so... The one... I just wanted her to see. I just wanted to see what kind of damage she'd do with the whips, and I'm punished for that experimentation by getting level drained. It's so freaking annoying. Yeah, look how much better she does with the bow. Screw you guys, I'm out. Okay, now that we've 100%... No, we haven't. What am I missing then? How have we not 100%ed this floor? I don't have a map I can check either. There is no map of this anywhere online as far as I can tell. What am I missing? Why do I not have 100%? Oh, it's here. It's this. I don't think whatever's in here I can even fit it. No, I'm at 100% again. Okay, well, ripped shorts is going to be total garbage. What else could I drop? I mean, the gauntlet probably... Ancient silver coin is not going to be worth much. Let's just drop that. Considering it's something that exists only to be sold, it is very underwhelming how much money you get for it. Okay, well... Feather boots +4 is not bad. Splendid lunch is a full heal. I mean, it slightly decreases the damage of his secondary weapon, but it's close to being a strict upgrade for Wheeler. It is just a strict upgrade for Grom. And for Seraphi, although only by 1. It also gives float, which she doesn't need. Actually reduces the evade for Olive, but increases the defense by quite a bit. Probably a worthwhile trade-off. Strict improvement for Aisha. Aisha has a lot more defense than Olive. Let's give it to Olive, I think. Does anybody want the demon shoes? I don't think so. Have we 100%ed? We have. How many maps left to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're only halfway done. Dang. We didn't get through much this episode. And that's probably going to be it, because I'm going to... Well, let's make a save real quick. I'm going to head back to Crostini. I guess I can just use backdoor. There we go. And, okay. Let us sell some things. Wow, Elm Soul's worth a ton. What can you make with that? Squashed Star Armor type top is insane for how much that's worth. We don't need the Sky Dragon scale because we already made the... We already have the Sky Dragon bow and arrows, so... Don't know what I can make with Spirit Wings. I think I already have a Snapped Murasame. Wow, some of this stuff is worth a ton. Shattered Longinus is worth so much. You must be able to make something amazing with it. I don't think I care about making the Berserker items because they are anti-regen and cursed, but I don't know, maybe. I don't think I want the Dark Orochi. I definitely don't want the Korosuke. Kodos means kill. I wonder if it's like a pun on the word kill. I can't quite bring myself to sell the Risque underwear. Wow, the Demon Greaves are worth a ton of money. With that -9, I'm never going to equip that, really. One thing I want to try real quick. Can I... Let's save back in slot 3. 2 is the one I don't want to overwrite. Yeah. Although it's looking less and less likely that I'm gonna care about still. Let's not overwrite 2. Like I said, just in case we need the insane amount of G we had in that save file, but it's not looking likely that we will. But let's see if we can get Tiramisu leveled up to 50 now, and see if slotting her in Candy's place would decrease or increase our party power or leave it about the same. I feel a little bad removing Candy from the party. She's been with us for so long, but it's not like we're deleting her as a character. We're just bringing in Tiramisu, and it's so much fun adventuring with the NPCs that we've grown to know and love. Well, at least in some cases. But anyway, that being the case, let's go to the office. Organize. Tiramisu. And do they sell any fruits of good here? They sold one at the one place. Zabayon. They do. Only one, but let's give it to her. I assume that she is still neutral and that it would inform me if her alignment had changed. Yeah, I don't know how many points it takes to change alignment. But let us donate 1,000,000 G and see what level that gets her to. Her hit points are insane. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. What if we do another 100,000? Or 200,000 even? We did it! We did it, guys. She knows True Duel. And wow, she has a lot of hit points. That'll help with not dying against these incredibly powerful enemies. You know, if I get another few million G, I could have Ruote replace Wheeler. I've felt kind of reluctant to do that because I kind of think of Wheeler as the unspoken main character and party leader, but you know, Ruote would probably be way more powerful than Wheeler because of the class change if we pour enough G into him to get him up to that level. One thing I forgot to do was take off Candy's equipment. So we're going to need to do that real quick. I have a feeling that Tiramisu will be overall more powerful. At a minimum, she certainly has way more hit points. We should compare their stats too, especially strength. 24. Oh, we're gonna have to uncurse the legs of Ares. I don't think I've changed her equipment since I took that screenshot. No, it's the same, so I can still reference that when kitting out Tiramisu. Right, we're gonna have to uncurse that. We are real low on G now. Alright, Candy had a strength of 24, which is kind of what I care about the most for the attack power. Tiramisu has 23. Okay, not more. In fact, very slightly less, but it's comparable. It won't be a big difference. Okay, so she gets Ruote's Sword Reborn. The Elm Hammer. Oh, right, it was actually the Elm Blade that was cursed when we put it on her. And if she's not going to use the Elm Blade, then it doesn't even matter what her alignment is, because that's the only reason her alignment mattered anyway. So uncursing an item doesn't get rid of the curse forever, only lets you take it off that character. Well, welcome to the team, Tiramisu. Let's see how powerful you are compared to having Candy in the party. Like, I think it'll be very comparable, except that she's way more durable. And just having, you know, one of those NPCs in the party will just be really cool. Let's fix the formation. Yeah, maybe next I'll see if I can maybe slot in Ruote for Wheeler. We'll need a lot of G to do that, like 3 million-ish G, I think, to get him the levels he needs to get the true duel. So we may not actually make that happen, but if we get enough G, then that's the next NPC I want to slot into my party. Alright, well, I'm going to call it an episode there. I'll do a little inventory hygiene off screen, and then next episode we'll be back to exploring the Gate of Darkness. I'll see you then.